Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. In case you are new here, hello, my name is Banis na karibu sana to this YouTube channel. Kindly do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Katikati hii video you will hear some noise from outside. That is why I'm trying to use the mic, but kuna mafundi around, so kindly do not mind that. And let's get into this video. I will give you guys a short story that relates to the topic of today. So I know of someone some time back, I think 2-3 years, 4 years ago, I think three years ago, yeah, it was 3 years ago. It's a dude. They go out with a chile and good vibes. Sherehe tu kawaida, it's like normal, life is normal. We're having fun, tuko kampo, and yeah, just good vibes. So they drink, I think they were smoking a bit or something. So they go back to the house. And wakiwa kwa nyumba, I think the chile alifeel vibaya, okay, I think out of the alcohol or something, and she started vomiting. She vomited and it got intense until I think your vomit ili choke her throat or something. But in short, cut the long story short, she choked on her vomit and unfortunately that was the end of her. So the next day it's like a big thing, it got all over Uko, the news and everywhere. The police came for the body and took the dude also. Okay, how do you explain someone has died in your house or something? And I was thinking about that dude. So like I was just after some time and I was like, okay, do you guys understand how disturbing it is to be in such a place? I'm at such a place in that particular time and what happened? Hakuna mtu angefikiria, hata sidhani kuna mtu anajuanga ati nikufa na kufa, no hapana. So but I think you boy, okay, tuache tu na the rest of the story because it's like a big story afterwards na nini, but can you talk about your mental health here, your boy experiencing Kenya ali experience juu tunaweza kuwa like si alikuwa anakunywa nani ajui sijui kunywa ni vibaya ama kusmoke ni vibaya nini, but some things tunazifanyanga tu kawaida but inakuwa ni kazi zile siku za mwezi ni 40 or something. Like that day ilikuwa quite unfortunate. None of them had planned for that, hata mwenye alikufa, none of them, but yeah, life happens. So what about this dude? Something like that happening to Ebu Jeka in such a position. How do you hata acha explain to people? Wewe mwenyewe, how do you overcome that? How do you mtu anakufa aje kwa mikono yako? You have never even handled death or something. Hata haujui how to react. Hauwezi potea juu utakuwa like, okay, are you guilty? Ni umefanya. And it has nothing to do with you venye tu. You have been at that particular time in that event and it has happened. So yeah. And that brings me to my topic of today, which is PTSD. In case you do not know what PTSD stands for, it stands for post-traumatic stress disorder. Na PTSD ni nini? It's a mental condition that is triggered by terrifying events ama traumatic events, and inaweza kuwa you have experienced it wewe mwenyewe ama you are a witness to something. So it's not necessarily ati it happened to you. It can be caused by happening, or maybe uli witness kitu ama mtu akifanywa kitu mbaya. So yeah, and what are the kindly, okay, acha niseme hivi before niendelee. I am not a professional, I am not a doctor, I'm not a therapist, but I know a bit about things and I have a little bit of knowledge and wisdom. So I put that together and maybe talk about it. Because I have people wenye wanapitia through PTSD and I know. So what are the causes of PTSD? One cause of PTSD ni hivyo venye nimesema, like experiencing trauma ama a stressful event, something like that, ama witnessing it, that is one cause. Also, there's another cause of maybe kwa family yenyu having like a mental, kuna watu wanakuanga tu na hiyo mental health risks, seme they suffer from depression ama anxiety, ndo mafundo wameanza, ama anxiety or something like that. I think you're inheriting such kind of traits or something inaweza kuwa bado another cause of PTSD. And also there's something I read somewhere, wow, you can get PTSD by, okay, like you see your mind, there are like some chemicals or something that your body and your mind releases to deal with stress. So sijui hiyo venye wewe ina regulate or something, it can also affect wewe kupata PTSD. And I'm talking about it because most times wewe mwenyewe, everyone utapatana na some situations or conditions zenye inakuwa terrifying ama traumatic in a way, but how do you know that imefika stage tunaita ni PTSD? Unaona ni post something, ni post trauma. Hii trauma isha happen. So afterwards, how does your body react? How does your health, like iko aje, iko tu aje? So that is what tunaita PTSD. Na PTSD unaweza pata si okay, let me say this. Kila mtu anaweza pata stress. Ile stress yenye unapata usiseme tu ni PTSD or something. Utajua ni PTSD out of the symptoms yenye utakuwa nazo na the duration of time yenye hiyo traumatic event itashinda sema ukikumbuka or something. So maybe if you experience something like triggering ama traumatic event kama leo, then a month later you still think about it every day, then maybe hata years later haujawahi kuwa okay. Sasa hiyo ndio tunasema ni kama uko na PTSD, okay? Nimeongea about like the causes. Okay, some examples za traumas zenye watu wanapitia ni for example like child abuse, physical assault, sexual assault. Nini nyingine? Traumas ni nyingi watu wanapitia like such kind of things. Okay, like being attacked by a weapon, bado like that kind come to nini a gun at you, unajua itakuwa like okay, that's terrifying. So such kind of things. Now, what things can put you, like ni risk factors gani zinaweza contribute to you having PTSD? For example, venye tumesema, being exposed to hizo traumas, there can be also your job. I watched a video juzi tu about an ex-military officer, something like that, mwenye akona PTSD, and kuna jobs kama hizo, for example, jobs kama za military, watu wa military, ama our first, wanaitanga waje hawa kaa watu wa first aid or something, Red Cross, vitu kama hizo, watu wenye ni sikumbuki hiyo jina, the first reactors or first thoughts, sikumbuki hiyo jina. Watu sasa kama hao wenye huwa wanaenda kama firefighters kusave watu from, you know, hizo ni some traumatic events. So they can be doing yes in their job, but kwenda huko kushoot watu Somalia or something, but kuna some trauma at the end of the day it leaves. And I think it's something yenye inafaa kuchekiwa by the government to know after wameretire or something, how are they mentally? Because hawezi tu wana watu wakiwawa your friends and your ama you shoot someone's head in a bus and you're still like okay. I think kunafaa okay, wengine husema ati kuna hizo therapies or nini, but some of them wanasema there is nothing like that when it happen juu wao wenyewe wamekuwa kwa jeshi and okay, such kind of things. So what are the symptoms? Utajua ati wewe after you've gone through a traumatic event ati hizi symptoms ndizo zangu za PTSD. First of all, I will say that hizi symptoms za PTSD ziko classified into 4. The four sasa types za kama symptoms ni, one of them ni intrusive memories. Intrusive memories ni kitu yenye affect like memory yako. For example, like flashbacks. Umekaa tu hivi unakumbuka tu like you're reliving the moment. Unakumbuka tu how it happened. Hadi the feeling that you got that time ndio una feel. Sasa vitu kama hizo flashbacks. Bado kuna hiyo recurrent memories. At times hata hutaki kufikiria, but hizo memories zinashinda tu zikikuja. Other memories ni kama dreams, disturbing dreams, nightmares haziishi about that day. Unaona vitu like just crazy things about that day. So hiyo ndio one nimesema ni intrusive memories. Another one ni avoidance. Kuna some people wenye after umepitia trauma, you try not to talk about it, you pretend like it didn't happen, you ignore the situation, you don't even deal with it. And I don't advocate for you not dealing with things. Ukipitia kitu, try as much as you can. Usi-ignore it. Sasa it happen. Okay, it happened. So what? At times uta-ignore, but unapata tu, it affected you. You cannot run away from yourself. It happened to you, or it happened to... You cannot run away from your thoughts. So, kuna hiyo avoidance. Another one ni changes in negative changes in your thinking, your mood. For example, wewe umekuwa hopeless. The way you are relating with people imechange. Hauonangi like anything good about yourself. You suffer from shame. Labda hata unakuanga tu hivyo tu, like you just a negative person. After you two stuff really happen, you feel like no one supports you. Uko tu like alone in everything. Bado unaweza kuwa na suicidal thoughts out of that. Yeah, so that's another symptom. Hiyo ni ya tatu. Ya nne ni physical, like changes in physical ama emotional well-being too. Unapata for example, after that event happened, wewe unakuanga tu na uoga, like anytime unaogopa giza, unakuanga tu like mtu ako na uoga, you fear other people, you do not interact with people, relationship yako na watu hadi imechange. Like unapata tu, you just react to hadi events. Unapata place yenye hiyo stuff ili happen, you cannot even go there physically. Kama you are assaulted, you cannot even look that person in the eye or something, like physical ama emotional being yako imechange. So that those are some of the symptoms za PTSD. Na nimesema hizi stress, at times utakuwa tu stress juu hauna pesa ama nini, like okay, hiyo si PTSD. Nimesema hiyo to some level of stress, but ikifika like hiyo nikai inakuwa long term, imeenda months, imeenda years. And remember, hakuna mtu hawezi suffer from PTSD, no. hata a child mwenye ako 6 years and below medically wameprove hivyo ati hizo child abuse ama mtoto kuona wazazi wakipigana, unaweza kuwa like si ni mtoto hajui, and children actually hadi kiko juu like they know what is happening, na sometimes they don't realize what happened to them until umekuwa mkubwa and there is something that has triggered a memory. For example, you watch kwa TV unaona kuna someone who has been assaulted, alafu hizo memories zinaanza kukua like kwa nini na feel ni kama hadi mimi and you start some flashbacks zinaanza kurudi of things that happened to you in your childhood ama the way your parents were fighting kitambo and things like those. So yeah, those are some of the things. Na when do you know ati sasa I need to get help, ati ini PTSD I need to get help? Ni sasa time imefika hadi you feel like so suicidal, like wewe you can even harm yourself, hata wewe you are a threat to yourself. It's advised that you should seek a medical maybe personnel, uende kwa a therapist. You can refer to someone like okay wanaitwa aje our pastors, your priest, or a spiritual person that you may know, ama a good friend, a good parent or something, someone close to you. Just don't usiweke tu ndani yako. Na nimesema most times tutakuwa tuna avoid kuongea about things juu okay si ishapita, but something I say ni it's not easy dealing with trauma, it's not easy, but tunaweza jaribu as much as we can to take you to therapy and such things. But kama wewe mwenyewe hujakubali that, unajua at times mind yetu inaweza shinda ikituchezea and we all our life to act like victims. Yes, you are the victim, like, but ukue tu like wewe unashindanga tu kama umelala, you're not even active anymore. Your life changed juu hiyo kitu ili happen kwa mtoto. Nenda nasema like it's not easy, but I think if you love yourself enough and you want the best for yourself, ni decide that I will not be a slave of my past. So kwa like hata wewe mwenyewe you restrict your mind from playing hizo games za wewe unafaa kuhurumiwa, everything unafaa kufanya ni out of sympathy, you went through this and this and this and this and this and this. So avoid kufanya hivyo. Na nimesema usiavoid that you're not dealing with the situation, deal with it, but as long as it's not happening now. Unajua ile happen sema ukiwa mtoi ama ishapita, there's nothing good about the past, there's nothing new about the past. Like ni hivyo kama ilipita, it just remains in the past. Na just deal with it. Kama for example I watched someone kwa Dr. Phil mwenye alikuwa ameenda through child abuse, alikuwa na abuse I think na the coach or something, na all his life like hakuwa ameongea about it. Hata alikuwa ameambia tuseme the mom, but the mom was like okay huyo ndio amekuandika or something anakusaidia, sema the parents ignored. But later inapata that trauma ilimuaffect sana, niyo kitu ilimuaffect sana, and how does he try to deal with it? Tutapata tu inakudisturb from time to time, but like talking about it, opening up about it, not only for you but for other people. Juu obviously kama kuna mtu, someone that has been abusing you, definitely ana abuse watu wengine ama watoto wengine ama tu watu wengine wakubwa. So that's kind of that's one way ni like talking about it, being open about it, na kuacha ati hao watu wenye ni offenders or something like justice has played na wamefungwa au wamekuwa locked away, na okay una protect like other kids or something. Open up. Kama unahitaji kwenda kuona a medical person, just do exactly that. Like just protect your peace. As long as it happens easy, ati kama ilikuwa ina happen kitambo, do not let that atikue that's your downfall ama that's the end of you. Apana, you will get through this, others have gone through this, and yeah, I think that's like the much I know about it. Maybe kuna some details when you may leave out. If I have, you can check them online ama visit your doctor or something. But yeah, that's a bit about it. I hope you learned something from this video. Na tuonane next time talking about another topic. And I tell you guys, you can always comment hapo chini ama DM me on Instagram at @banislucy. Tell me maybe something that you're going through ama something that you would like me to talk about, ndivyo to raise awareness, because if we don't, who will? So yeah, I hope you learned something, and bye guys, and see you in my next video. Bye.